Okay, so welcome, Henrietta. Thank you for your time. I know you're busy, and it's really I just thought when we chatted I think a few weeks ago about your journey, it's been such a contrast to before we kind of connected, and I thought it would be amazing for other women to hear how you've been able to transform so significantly. And yeah, so what would you say would be your most significant shift from before the workshop, like before we connected and now?
Why? I don't know. I think it was more of persistent in terms of, I'll give credit to you in the sense that what when we met, I quite remember it was in January time, around either 23rd, 24th, and the way you were pushing, I say, oh goodness me, I'm not going to do this. And all that we discussed. I was at the library one of the days that you called me. And I said, oh, where I am, you respected my decision to say, oh, you are in public and all that. Shall we schedule it for Saturday, which I accepted. And through that, that is where the whole journey started. But I knew that I've tried other things, nothing was happening because nobody talked about food, nobody talks about what moving and then fluid intakes and all that. So it's all like maybe pumping some sort of medication, not with the right direction, if I may say. Yeah, so there wasn't any changes at all. I'm always in pains. I mostly use a period calculator to program myself. So if it give me the signal, if I'm traveling, I won't go because I know myself, I know my body and how it can be serious and all that. I did realize that what I wasn't engaging as a woman because what there are certain engagement I won't be able to what accept to go.
Hmm.
It's either you are in pains, your face looks sad, the energy is not there. Why are people laughing and you are not? Kind of, all sort of things were going through my mind and all that until we met. And as I said earlier on, there has been battling because I was schooling. That was very intense. That what sometimes you might think, oh, you are not being consistent. But I always sometimes check with you. I quite remember when I started the first step that no meat, nothing. There was a day we went for training, there was no food, nothing like that. So I have to take some chicken. I have to come back to you and say that, oh, this is what I've done. We talked about it. We said that, oh, one off is okay, kind of, So
Yeah.
you've been the backbone. I've been kind of consistent, which helped the journey. But it was, I think, recent and I will say grace to motivate me and say to myself that if grace can do it, then I can do it. So from time to time, I will walk from my end to my junction, my house to my junction, sometimes 10 times. I started moving a lot,
Mm.
being on exercise machine, and then also skipping, doing all sort of. Sometimes I've been jumping as if like a mad person, But I knew what I wanted out of this.
Yeah.
And my husband also said something that it struck me. He said that, oh, to go for surgery, then let's do this. And he put in his finances into it, making sure I'm buying the right kind of food, sometimes organic, it all that. It did help. And as time goes on, I started going to uni with less, but I wasn't sure either is it really working or is something okay that you don't often change. You don't take your normal paracetamols and all that. And I said, oh, something is really working. Until last month period, that was where I said that I was really so much upset. extremely, because what is Monday, and Monday MDT, Tuesday MDT, and where is this period coming from? But honestly, it came as calm as, shall we say, maybe water in between flow. And it's just that what I was more cautious of maybe my past experience, so I will go in and change. But changing, it wasn't extraordinary soak.
Mm.
So I said, "Oh, this is really good." And then it's spread up to 3 days, and there was in between little ones, and that was it. Initially I will have the serious fever, dry lips, bitter tongue, and all sort of. And I said to myself, am I the only person going through this? And I've said also that what the community too really has helped, sharing experiences. And then I realized and I assured myself that, oh, I'm not alone in this, because others are going through more than maybe my stage of experiences. So let me hang in there and push it a little bit more. The only thing that what I will say is that the belly is still hanging a bit, which is fine. It's not bad.
Mm.
And people are saying that what, oh, no, 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 no. You are slimming down too much. Whatever you are doing, you need to slow it down. But to me, it's a period of an adjustment because the body has shifted into something else. Other than that, I would say the journey has been good in a way that what is more of persistent is more of the righteous and the, as I said, the community. And I've had you as my backbone, in the sense that you know me, that I always would email when I'm unsure or I've gone
Yeah, you're
overboard.
always asking questions, yeah, which is fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is where it is, or where I am now. Yeah.
And was it worth it to invest in yourself, to now not have to take medication and painkillers and feel more free in your body?
Oh, I would say it's 100% worth it. Who wouldn't? I've seen people, because I check this. Initially, I didn't have any clue of what and the seriousness of this fibroid thing until it happens to me. Even that, I still wasn't sure of what is it, why all that, until I met a few people and I met you. And then I started getting more interest into it. So I've been going on digging a bit more and all that. And that's where I realized the seriousness and the impact it have on. So I've reflected so many things on that, what all this that I was going through, not socializing, not attending certain things, moody behavior, and all sort of not enjoying life to the fullest as a woman. So it's all surrounded with this. To me, it's a dangerous condition.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can really take hold of your life in quite a dramatic way. Yeah.
Yeah, I know of a lady that I don't know her, but it was through a friend that we were discussing that went for a surgery and out of that bled and passed on. That is way back in Ghana.
You
And
died.
then, yeah, and recently, my sister's friend's daughter, also it was here, that passed
You,
as well,
oh my
yeah,
God.
through surgery. So, we were, for those who doesn't believe, I believe in God, I must say it. I know we are online. So we were thanking God because then my niece has gone for twice of that. And then we're reflecting and saying that, oh, we thank God for my niece's life. It could have been her,
Hmm.
So, and with her, I've encouraged her for her to join you and all that. She's a lawyer that she can afford. But I think what she's giving up on herself because what maybe she has gone through two surgeries, nothing has happened. She came for my graduation and I said that what you look, you need to shift from. But she's someone that what she doesn't want to discuss what she's going through. So
I think
sometimes,
that's common. Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of women struggle, in silence by themselves. So it's important to have these conversations and let women know that there are other ways to support your body. And just share briefly on the fact that you were told a hysterectomy is your only option. How did you feel about that? And how do you feel now where you're at, having kept your uterus and obviously feeling much better?
Yeah, as I said, I'm someone that I reflect a lot. When the consultant did mention about, it's either mammectomy or hysterectomy, but she was insisting of hysterectomy, and I asked her why. And then he said, oh, that one, it will help not to grow back. You'll be a free woman and you have a quality of life. And I said, no, I am not going to take any of that. But I would rather exercise, eat well, and see how things will be. I went back. Honestly, when I walked out of office, I was so furious that I felt like what I should have gone in and give her my peace of mind. But I maintained my cool. I was so much upset about it that I was expecting as a woman, you will understand and all that. I
Yeah.
came home at one point and I was bathing and I said to myself, how dare her? She didn't created my womb. So what right does she have to take it from? With because maybe you think you've studied something and all that. So anytime I'm having a wash, I reflect about that. But I must say I was very furious about it. Less support from her, very empathetic about it, not very empathetic about it. And within a short of space, I think as soon as I walk out of the office, she has drafted a letter. The next minute, letter was on my door. I open it, and honestly, when I glanced through it, I just put it. I got folders for medical record for my personal letters, and so I just drop it in it. Did not look back at all about it, and said that well, she have said what she have to say. God too has his final say. And I'm also doing my practical aspects in terms of the community, with your support, the tools, taking the right supplements at the right time and all that. And let's see how things will be for me. And then if there is a need for me to go for it, then. But I must be frank with you. I'm someone that I am really afraid of surgery. So it wasn't my option. It would have been my last straw to
Mm.
say that I'll go for surgery. Yeah. I am not saying people shouldn't, but we all have different belief and different view about things.
Well, it's
Yeah.
major. It's major surgery, isn't it? And at
Yes.
your stage of life, to undergo a surgery that would take easily 6 months, 4 to 6 months to recover, and that's in an ideal situation, and then you don't know
And
how
she
you're
lied. She
after.
lied.
And to be where you are at now, it's like it is possible, to shift the situation regarding your symptoms, regarding everything that was going on, and keep your uterus, and not have to
Yeah.
go through that trauma.
Yeah, she lied because she said within 4 weeks I'll be able to go for go back to work.
For
Yes, weeks. Yes, that is what she said.
a hysterectomy, 4 weeks.
Weeks, yeah.
I would no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's I think that's quite an exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
Minimum 3 months
Mm,
procedure.
well, she
Oh,
was doing everything for me to be convinced to take that. But I'm glad I stood on my grounds. And as I said, thanks to meeting you as well, that there are so many options. Even this your book, I've got it and send it to from Amazon and send it to my niece just for her to have a look at it, reflect and see what does she want out of all this. But we have different generations and their beliefs and all that. And when things hit you so hard, some, as we've said, some people decided to call in, not to talk more about it. So I sometimes I leave her, but sometimes too, especially when you send me planner, mail planner, I send it to her to
Mm,
have a look at it,
yeah.
pushing it and see what if she will accept it and do something about it. Yeah.
When she's if she's ready, when she's ready. Amazing. So thank you so much for sharing, your journey and the fact that you feel more empowered, in your decisions, and you didn't let that pressure, in that time get to you in a sense, because I have spoken to lots of women that felt pressured and
Yeah.
ended up doing procedures that they wish they never went and did because of their life and the implications that's had. Because there are complications, right, that can happen, particularly within the hormonal arena. If your ovaries aren't maintained with
Hmm.
hysterectomy, it opens up a whole level of management and intervention that women are just not made aware of.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because I know of a very good friend that actually she had her hysterectomy about 20 years ago. Even up to today, she talks about it. That was if she knew, she wouldn't have gone it for that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. And is there anything, because we are actually live on Instagram as well, is there anything you want to, as a final comment, or anything you want to share?
Yeah, I would say to every woman, it might not be just fibroid, it might not be, and as I am aware, Nina is not doing this for just fibroid as well, for hormonal, for women that wants to conceive and all that. Please, please, when you see her videos, contact her because there is help out there, but you need to have the right source of help, right tools of help. I have tried so many things. I must say it. At some point, I was comparing myself with what the woman with the issue of blood. All her substances was what was has gone. There wasn't anything. But until met the right source, things started changing. So, ladies, and please do not give up yet because there is help at the right time for each person. All our journey are different. Some can have theirs as quickly as possible. Some too, it takes time. But with persistence, we will all get it and get there. Thank you for listening to us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Henrietta. Thanks so much. Thank you, ladies. If you've got any questions about Henrietta and how she was able to avoid a hysterectomy, and keep her uterus and live powered, so much more energy, and inspiring other women in her community, then just send the messages over. I'll forward them on to her and she'll definitely answer them. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Have a fabulous day. Bye for now.
Bye.
I, download. Honestly, I'm so honored, Henrietta. I really am that. And I don't believe. Oh,
I'm here.
yeah, okay, my screen went. I don't believe anything happens by chance. I think our steps are all just orchestrated by the Most High. And,
That's it.
when we seek, we find, and He just has a way to just renew us. And I love what your lasting comment about not giving up and just emphasizing that all our journeys are unique and different, but it's just um, embracing that walk and that journey that we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
so I will let you go. Have a lovely
Okay,
day,
then I
and
will do.
we will talk soon, I'm sure.
Sure,
All right,
sure. Thank you
take
so
care.
much. Thanks for having me.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.